ACW! ACW!
Introducing first, making his way to the ring, from the 612.
What's the word? Oh, we got to smoke him up.
Hello, Appalachian Championship Wrestling fans. Thank you for joining us on this July 5th, 2024. We are in Ashland, Kentucky tonight, Central Park, for First Friday Fights 2024. It was raining right up until the last second, but Mother Nature decided the show must go on, and we are so glad to be here with a great crowd, braving the weather to come out here and watch a great show.
Oh, that was definitely a trip. Flash flood warnings. We already had the ring set up, though. But guess what? The rain fell through. We're ready for an exciting day of action. But I'm a little wet. I'm saying you're a little wet, too. It's all good, though. Let's have some fun tonight. First Friday Fights 2024. We got Enzo Amore. We got our opening match, Zaden, Kayne, and GenZ. Two fan favorites in ACW going up against each other. And yeah, check out that ring. There's a big puddle in the middle of it. We had the ring set up. The rain came in. We put tarps down. There's only so much you can do when there's like a flash flood coming through. So we'll see. This is probably going to affect our athletes to some degree, but I know these guys are going to do the best they can under whatever circumstances.
And you can see our fans have braved the weather. They didn't let that deter them from coming to watch a great show tonight.
Hey, you got a stack card like this, I'd probably stand out in the rain to watch this. We got Enzo Amore headlining this big card. It's going to be Enzo teaming up with Cowpoke Paul later against Chris Canaan and Nick Hamrick of the franchise players.
Our official for this first match is Talise.
Talise has been killing it. Absolutely killed it.
No nonsense. Not taking anything from any of these.
Oh, no. She don't put up with nothing from none of these guys. I mean, she likes to call it right down the middle. She wants to see a fair fight, just like I do, just like you do, just like the majority of our fans out there. And Talise, she is no nonsense. Okay, so we got GenZ and Zaden. They're, displaying some sportsmanship, shaking some hands. Okay, acknowledging the giant puddle in the middle of the ring.
Not ideal circumstances, but I have faith they can have a good match here tonight.
Here's the deal. Something like this, when Mother Nature intervenes, you just got to do the best you can. And I'm just happy that the rain passed through and we're going to be able to have this show today.
Yeah.
There was a second there I was afraid that this thing wasn't going to happen, but the ACW was determined. The city of Ashland, Kentucky was determined. And these wrestlers, they want to fight tonight. It's First Friday Fights. What do they want to do? They want to fight? Okay, we got Zaden and GenZ locking up. Locking up. They're outside the ring. Big chop from Zaden to Gens. Oh, return the favor, Nikki.
I think that's some thunder I hear.
Whoa.
Oh, wait.
Oh, double chop from Gens. And now a big forearm. Catching Zaden right upside the head. I think it hit him in the ear. He's probably, them ears are probably ringing, blasting that head into the apron. Okay. Like we said, Talise is no nonsense. They better be careful, because if they're out there at 10, she's going to count them out. She calls it right down the middle. And as you can see, due to some of the weather, some of our ring aprons had to be removed. But, we're going to do the best we can here today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, whoa. GenZ is offering Zaden up to the fans. Oh.
I think this little guy wants one. Slap him right in the chest. Slap him right in the chest.
Oh, that little fella ain't gonna forget that anytime soon.
We'll have to talk to Moose. He might need to book that kid.
Oh, okay. Zaden with a big elbow rock GenZ. Now what's he doing? Blasting that head into the apron again. I'll tell you what, these guys are generally get along pretty well. I've even seen them tag on a couple occasions. But they're going at it today.
Maybe in a bad mood. Maybe Zayden's in a bad mood this evening about the rain.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Zaden, normally one of the happy-go-lucky, funniest dudes, always a smile on his face. He's been the last couple times I've seen him, he's been a little on the moody side. Snapped at me a little bit. And you never know what's going on with people. They may have had a long day. It was hot that one day. It's been raining today.
I know how you get when your socks get wet.
Oh, so gosh.
Maybe that's it.
I'm trying to stay. I'm trying to stay in a good mood.
Yeah.
But yeah, when my socks and shoes are squishy, that puts me in a bad mood. I think I done walked them dry. I've been having to do so much running today. But hey, it is all. Oh, big boot scrape by GenZ. It's all good. We got the ring set up. The sun's coming out. No more rain in the forecast. I'm fired up. It was all worth it. I don't care if my socks didn't get squishy. I ain't gonna let that get me in a bad mood today, Nikki. Despite you trying to agitate me.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Maybe I am in a bad mood.
Right.
Am I snapping at you? Okay. We got GenZ. He's going up to the second rope. Oh, but Zaden, the veteran. Oh, look at that double. Lung buster.
Come on.
Oh, two count. They about got into the middle where the majority of that water is.
Yeah.
I think we tried to get all that water out of there, but there appears to be a little bit of an accumulation in the middle of the ring right now.
Well, I mean, it was a torrential downpour right up until a few minutes ago.
It's insane how blue this sky is now compared to what it was like an hour ago. Okay, Zaden. Looks like, is he setting him up for a super kick, Nikki? Oh, he went for that super kick, telegraphed it. GenZ. Oh, big double chop. Oh, kick GenZ right in the side of the skull. Oh, blasted his face. Blasted his face right in the water. Hooking that leg. 3 count. Big win for Zaden Kayne. Big win for Zaden Kayne.
Oh, my foot's wet. Oh, it's wet. I'm laying in a puddle.
Here's your winner.
Well, both of our competitors got a little wet. We're a little wet. The fans are a little wet. It's all good. First Friday Fights 2024. We're going to have a good time. What an awesome opening match. And what an awesome card we got in store for you guys.
I could have drowned, man.
Kentucky is a wrestling state, right? Are you guys fans of wrestling here in Kentucky? Yeah, that's what I thought. There's a rich history of professional wrestling right here in the Bluegrass states and right here in Ashland. We have a lot of history in our midst even this evening. Some stars of the region.
Mike Kelly, we've got some of the greatest fans ever here at First Friday, braving the weather. And we also have a wonderful ring announcer, Adam Harris. We're so grateful to have him.
Oh, he is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And these fans of Kentucky, amazing fans. They love wrestling. We got a big old crowd today. They're ready to see some fighting. The ring's starting to get dried up a little bit. I'm starting to get dry. We're all starting to get dried up. Beautiful day at this point. And here comes Kayne and Kristopher to try to ruin it for everybody.
To rain more on everyone's parade, as it were.
He would love nothing more than to rain on the parade of the fans, rain on the parade of his opponent today, Suicide. This is going to be a slobber knocker. We got Kayne and Kristopher. He's a newcomer to ACW, but he's been steamrolling through the competition, and he's going up against Suicide. And anybody who's watched ACW is familiar with Suicide. He has been a former ACW Super H champion. Has an awesome winning record in ACW. This one, I'm really curious to see how this one turns out. Because Canaan, he's been winning, but he's starting to see every show the competition is getting a little tougher. And I would say that this is his toughest competitor or opponent to date in Suicide.
Even though he's a little on the arrogant side, Kayne and Kristopher has really impressed me since making his debut here at ACW. You really can't deny it. It's not, sometimes you like people to be a little more humble than he is, but you can't deny that he's very, very talented.
Oh, just the raw brute strength that this guy has. Then here comes Suicide. Here comes Suicide. The fans love him. Look at him high-fiving the kids, getting everybody fired up. I'm getting fired up. You getting fired up, Nikki Walters?
I'm trying to.
This big old crowd's getting fired up. And Suicide, he is good with his aerial tactics. I'm really looking forward. This match. When I seen this card, this is one of the matches I was looking forward to the most. One thing to consider though, with all the wetness, we still have a little bit of wetness in the ring. How's that going to affect this match? The strategies that these guys had going into this are going to have to probably be altered a little bit.
Maybe not for Kayne and Kristopher, because a lot of his
power
repertoire
moves,
is to be strong and powerful. But Suicide likes to get up off the mat a little bit, which might be a little difficult.
Yeah. He likes flying off the ropes. He likes the speed and agility is really what he brings to the table, and that may be a bit hampered today with the wetness.
He's just slipped right there.
Yeah, this ring crew got it cleaned up the best they possibly could.
I feel confident both of these competitors can make adjustments and work within what they have to work with here.
Well, Suicide, he's been wrestling for quite some time. I'd say, minimum 12 years he's been in the game. Probably a bit more. Kayne and Kristopher, newer to pro wrestling. But here's something about Kayne and Kristopher. His background is on the gridiron. He's a football guy. And I'm sure he's played plenty of games in the rain and mud.
That's another sport where the elements definitely play a factor in the game.
So you take that into consideration. That may be something that that may help Kayne and Kristopher over the course of this match. It ain't helping him right now. It's Suicide. He's cinching up on that arm. Well, here comes Kayne and Kristopher. Look at those clubbing forearms to Suicide's back. He's got him back to that corner. This dude's a beast.
Let's get him out of the corner.
Our official for this match is James Lawrence.
Oh, those chops. Brutal. Blasting Canaan's head into that turnbuckle. Oh, on the opposite side of the ring. Suicide may beat some humbleness into this young man. Oh, big chop.
I've talked to Kayne and Kristopher a few times, and he has his eyes set on Joshua Bishop. That's his ultimate goal within Appalachian Championship Wrestling. And I have to think that he maybe is going to be able to persevere through things that we might not even expect him to be able to, because he is so driven to get that match.
Oh, big kick by Suicide. Yeah, and this would potentially be a huge feather in the cap of Kayne and Kristopher if he could possibly get past a veteran like Suicide. That would definitely bring his name up when you start thinking about the next challengers for the undisputed heavyweight title currently held by Josh Bishop. Because here's the deal. You can call somebody out, but if you're calling out the champ, if you're calling out the big dog, you're gonna have to get some wins. You know, you're gonna have to move up that ladder. And Kayne and Kristopher, he's been doing that so far, but he has yet to meet somebody with the experience and skill and agility of Suicide. Off the ropes. Oh, big clothesline. And that's the thing about this guy. He's young and inexperienced, but he is a force of nature. That clothesline about ripped Suicide's head off. Oh, stomping him down, putting the boots to him down in the corner.
One, two, three.
Oh, cutting off that wind, getting that boot right up in the throat. Okay, Suicide's feeling that, Nikki. Here comes Kristopher. Okay, he's choking him over the second rope. After, you know what? You cut off Suicide's wind and his air supply. You know that's going to slow a feller down. Oh, big chop. Cinching up that arm. Oh, going for a variation of the abdominal stretch. He looks like an octopus on him. Look at, but look at the. Okay, now he's going for a sunset flip Suicide. What a skill. Oh, the Kayne and Kristopher. Just with that core strength, he was able to combat that attempted maneuver by Suicide. Big suplex blasting him through that mat. Hooking that leg, but just got a 2 count. You're going to need a little more than that to put Suicide down for a 3. Now he's trying to get these fans wound up.
Normally you would see Suicide going off the ropes, flying high, kind of like what we were talking about earlier, but with this rain and the rain being a little slippery, you're seeing him bring out some grappling maneuvers to kind of answer the brute strength and hard-hitting style that Kayne and Kristopher is bringing to the table.
Yeah, Suicide, he's a very mysterious character. He refuses to talk to anybody.
But it shows his confidence in the ring and his ability to be able to adapt right there on the spot.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking. He don't talk to nobody, but he's obviously has a very high wrestling IQ and his experience. Oh, look at that forearm. But he's still using that speed and agility. Maybe okay, there you go. Flying cross body off the second rope.
Right into the puddle of water, too.
Okay, these fans are getting behind him, clapping, getting wound up. Here comes Suicide. He's climbing up on the ropes, Nikki. And this is his forte. This is where he is at his strong. Oh, but look at that. Kayne and Kristopher. That was a pretty dirty maneuver, but Not surprising. Push James Lawrence into the rope. Suicide cross himself. Now look at that. He's got a handful of tights. Handful of tights. Kayne and Kristopher.
Here is your winner.
Okay, that was a cheap win, but that was still a win.
Come on, sewer slide.
And now the disrespect.
The name calling.
Oh.
Like I said, He brings a lot of arrogance to the table.
Most naturally gifted athlete.
Maybe not the most humble.
Right, come on. Come on. What? I think you can win it. Why do you talk? Put teeth in your mouth and talk to me later. Hey.
Whoa.
You know who I am.
Whew. Not making any new fans today, but picking up the W here at First Friday Fights 2024.
Come on.
I think Kayne and Kristopher is a big enough fan of himself.
Hey, I just blessed all of you with a good time.
Suicide, frustrated, but I'm sure he'll be back here again.
Oh, he'll be back, and I'll tell you what, I'd like to see a rematch between these guys.
Nikki Walters here after Friday night fights in Ashland. I'm joined by Kayne and Kristopher. First of all, what was it like being out there in the rain today in front of all these Kentucky fans?
All you Kentucky fans just witnessed the most naturally gifted athlete in all of professional wrestling come in here in a rainstorm and beat Suicide. Yes, the Suicide. And you know what? I'm not done there. See, I'm working on levels that you fans can't even comprehend. I am the most naturally gifted athlete. And I told you once, I'm here to prove it to you guys. And see, I'm not stopping at Suicide. They can put anybody in this ring with me. And that includes Josh Bishop. So Josh, listen here, listen closely. You can keep hiding. You don't have to show up to these shows, but eventually I'm coming for that belt and I'm taking it off of you. So play your games, keep hiding from me, and I will run through the entire locker room until you get your ass back here.
All right, this isn't entrance music I'm used to hearing. I wonder what's...
Introducing first. Making their way to the ring from
Who is that?
Pennsylvania.
I think we know who it is.
Jason Hendrix. And gorgeous Gregory. The
Boogity boogity.
City Strangler. Oh, Gregory. Go home, Marty. Marty sucks.
That's not very nice.
Fans of Ashland, Kentucky are not afraid of these two. You really never know what you're going to get.
Oh, these guys are all over the place. Coming out to the Pink Panther theme.
Like I said, literally nothing surprises me.
These guys are dangerous with a microphone in their hand. Live mic.
It's the family show.
You don't know how to talk. No!
I'll strangle you, kid. I'll strangle you.
I don't know if you're supposed to be strangling kids.
Yeah, I don't know that threatening the fans is...
You know what we're going to do? We came to this absolute mud pit in Kentucky. And we're going to strangle every man, woman, and child in this crowd.
I mean, this will take a while.
Tell them why. And you know what I think? You know what I think, Jason Hendrix? I think that we are going to start with, I don't know, maybe that old woman and that small child right there in the front row. Yeah, you want strangling kid? We're a strangling team. That's what we do.
I mean, those are fighting words.
Oh, that kid ain't scared. He's like, bring it on.
No. He thinks he's not scared of us.
I'm not scared either.
He's not scared, and he's recording it.
Show him exactly why he should be scared.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Okay. Well,
I mean, I'm scared.
Struggling straight from Scranton today, so we can get out of Kentucky and go somewhere significantly nicer than this and get away from you people.
They love it. I think they love it.
They love it. They don't. These guys are not fan favorites in ACW. The fans do not love you. I think they may be the least popular team in ACW, and we got the franchise players, so that's saying something.
You think we're stupid?
All righty. I know that music. You know that music. Here comes Micah. She ain't scared of these guys. They might try to strangle her. I think she may end up strangling them. And then Corey Sparks will strangle the other one. At least I'm hoping so. These guys are just out of control on every level.
Come on!
Here comes Corey and Micah.
Making their way to the ring first, from Macon, West Virginia, the wrestling machine, Corey Sparks. And his partner, Kayne from West Virginia, the hardest hitting, hardest worker, Micah.
All right, we got Micah, the ACW Women's Champion, teaming up with Corey Sparks against Gorgeous Gregory and Jason Hendrix. And those guys in there, Greg and Jason, they love to run their mouth. Let's see if they can put their money where their mouth is and get a win today, which is going to be easier said than done with these guys. 2 graduates of the Power Slam Academy.
Both from Southern West Virginia. They've got that in common.
Yeah. I think you're going to have some natural chemistry with these guys just from that. The same way you have a natural chemistry with Greg and Jason from them being equally as douchey.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Not necessarily the opinions of ACW. And I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but look at this.
Hi. Take pictures of me.
I love that he
pictures
was
of
calling
me.
someone old.
Hey, take a picture of him. He's funny looking. Hey, get me with him. Hi.
I wish that fan would just smack him.
do
Do it, man.
Hi. Hey.
I didn't get to take a picture with him.
Oh, come on, buddy. We would pardon you. Whatever Appalachian Championship Wrestling would have to do, we would pardon you. We would testify in court on your behalf if he was to smack him upside the head. These guys are just the absolute worst. Sorry, Nikki. I'm trying to keep it professional here.
I think it's great that we've got Talise officiating this match because this is right up her alley.
Everybody knows that before I wrestle, each and every single one of you here tonight.
Oh, where are the cheers? Come on. So,
Not a very big fan base for these guys, judging from the reaction.
This referee has to take off my bandit hat before I wrestle.
Where's a $6,000 diamond jacket this week? I guess, a $6,000 jacket, you wouldn't want to get that way.
Right.
So he's got a fancy cap. What is that? Nikki, I'm not much of a fashion person. What do you call these things they have on their head?
when it comes off, it's going to be great.
I think Jason Hendrix is wearing what I would call a shawl, a scarf. I'm not entirely sure what Greg's got going on there. It's like a towel to dry Corey's hair and other things.
We will strangle you.
There you go. Micah's cleaned her boots off with
I'm
it.
gonna throw a fit.
He's threatening to throw a fit.
I'm gonna squeeze the life out of him.
I'm going to strangle them until they breathe their last breaths. Because that's what I do.
But are you going to wrestle?
He's going to throw a fit and then strangle somebody. In what order? In what order is this going to happen? I'd say Gregory probably generally throws several fits over the course of a day.
I'm not sure how he was raised, but he seems to come from a household where fits were condoned. Oh my.
Yeah, when I would throw a fit, I'd get a little, something, so that would not be encouraged. And so I had less fits. Mm-hmm. Now, if you grew up in a household...
I don't know why everybody calls me bald here. I don't like it one bit. It kind of upsets me a little bit. I'm a fragile guy with a fragile ego. I'm just trying to strangle somebody. I just want to steal their money. That's all I want to do.
Steal money?
Oh, these guys are outlandish.
Hey, you got to get him, man.
Outlandish.
You're stronger than him. Your tag's hanging out.
Okay, Corey. Oh, getting the best of the test of strength with Hendrix. Oh, but Hendrix kicks him off, rolls outside the ring. And that's one thing these guys are good for, the stalling tactics. Getting under the skin of their opponents.
Everybody, I got his tag. It's all ready. All right, come on. I'm coming. Come on, you're good. Come on.
Yeah, and that kind of stuff, they're not really as... I think they play that stuff up. Mm-hmm. They do that to get under the skin, to get into the brain of their opponents. And, I mean, up to this point, there's no denying their success. They've been very successful with that.
Rip it off! Rip off his head!
Well, we'll see. Corey and Micah have been around a good bit. Well, I'm sure... when they were training at the Power Slam Academy, their trainer, Chance Prophet, he let them know about these kind of tactics that they may be running up against at some point. But I'll tell you this, these guys are masters at it. Squaring off. Oh, Corey cinching up on a side headlock. He's just going, oh, but look at Hendrix. See what I mean? These guys aren't, they act like jokers, but they're very accomplished athletes.
They definitely know their way around the ring. You just got to give them a little time to actually start with the wrestling.
Okay, Corey powered out of that. Clamping on that side headlock. Oh, slung him over. You get somebody down like that. Oh, but look at Hendrix with the head scissors. It had taken a moment to flex and showboat. Oh, Corey trying to kick out.
Right in the water puddle, too.
Noticing that water puddle in the middle is getting a little smaller with each match. Okay, Corey and Hendrix squaring up again. Okay, Hendrix with the upper hand. He's got the headlock this time. Corey doing everything he can to try to finagle, wiggle his way out of it. Threw Hendrix. Oh! Threw Hendrix into the ropes. Got him with the drop kick. Didn't get all of that. Hendrix kind of was able to keep himself from getting the brunt of that impact, but that still took a little bit. Okay, big double elbow going for the tag. We got the fresh man, gorgeous Gregory, coming in. Oh, look at that. Look at that double team maneuver.
That was a welcome to the ring and a half right there.
Yeah. You're talking about these guys probably have some chemistry. They grew up, the same geographic region. Trained at the same school. Oh, look at that big forearm. Another one. Micah She's seen about enough of these shenanigans. And I know Micah, she's all business. That's kind of stuff. That's probably getting her pretty fired up. She's happy to get in there and throw down with either one of these guys at this point. Okay, we got a tag. They're holding Micah. Oh, big shot to Micah's ribs. Oh, but look at that. Micah's strikes are on point.
You relax. You not a chance.
Yeah. You hear that? Trust you, not a chance. Good
Smart
judge
lady.
of character. Yes.
Smart lady there.
Oh, look at that. Choking. Come on, Talise. Get that. He's choking. He's choking.
Hey guys, I'm just joking.
Okay. That's real fun. Real funny, man. He's gonna break the rules and just make fun of it.
Just kidding.
Yeah. But you know what? These guys aren't kidding. They act like that, but these guys are lethal. These guys are dangerous. Some of this other stuff, it's smoke and mirrors, I think, at times, to get people to take them lightly. Oh, blasting Corey. Okay, but
Talise is distracted.
Yep, playing right into the hands of Greg and Hendrix. Talise
I'm sorry, I wasn't doing it.
missing all that choking going on because Corey lost his temper because these guys got under his skin. So their tactics to some degree are working. Okay, Micah, she's trying to get to that tack. Oh, just kick the back of her leg.
I bet you do. I bet you do. Yeah, I'm coming for you too. I bet you're just joking to get in here, pal.
Okay. Cutting the ring in half. Tagging in and out. Always keeping a fresh man in there, wearing down Micah. I mean, I may not agree with their philosophy of wrestling, but, you know, this is why they're successful. This is why they're successful. And we've talked about it before. Jason Hendrix and Gorgeous Gregory, you can tell they're going places in wrestling. They're going places in wrestling. They're going to be big champions. They're going to do big things. But with these kind of tactics, they're just looking to get there quicker. Like, they want to main event Madison Square Garden. And they're thinking these kind of tactics are going to get them there a lot quicker. And
In the corporate world, a lot of times that's how it works. You just step on who you have to step on to get where you want to go. So, while that might not be the type of wrestling that we want to watch, it's definitely not an unusual strategy to get to the top.
No, definitely. I mean, we've both seen that at our jobs. You know, me and Nikki both work and have worked in corporate type structures, and you see that kind of behavior rewarded. So, I mean, oh, Micah with a big chin breaker. Come on, Micah, get that tag. Here we got Corey, House of Fire in the ring. Big clothesline, big drop kick. Slinging Hendrix down to the mat. Corey getting the crowd fired up.
And there we go with the dastardliness.
Wait. But, okay, they got the tag. The legal man is Hendrix, but I don't think Corey's not aware of that. Look at this. Hendrix up behind him, pulling the tights. Come on. I'm just, these guys.
Team of Gorgeous Gregory and Jason Hendrix, the Scranton City Strangler.
There. Okay. Yeah. Hey, go take your clothes to the dry cleaner where you got a little bit of rain on them. These guys, not fan favorites, not favorites of mine, but another big win in Appalachian Championship Wrestling. A lot of people feel that way about these things. Not just me. But you know what? I don't like the Dallas Cowboys. I booted out, but there is no denying their success. In the corporate world, like we were talking about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people
Happens
I
all
don't
the time.
like because you see them taking advantage of other people, lying and stepping on people. But guess what? Ultimately, they achieve their goals.
Corey Sparks and Micah.
And Jason Hendrix, Gorgeous Greg achieved their goal today. Big W at First Friday Fights.
Hey guys.
Hey!
What do you guys think about your win tonight? You feeling proud about it?
I'll tell you what I'm thinking about.
I'll
tell you.
He's gonna tell you. All right, I'm ready. Yeah. So far,
We just stole Christmas.
we are collectively the Grinch that stole Christmas,
We are.
and nothing pleases me more to say.
If the Grinch was one person and he stole Christmas today in Kentucky at this park next to this pond, it would be us. We'd be the Grinch.
Collectively, as we said, and you know what this means for Jason Hendrix and Gorgeous Gregory?
I think he's going to tell you what it means.
Do you know what this means?
You don't know.
For Jason Hendrix and Gorgeous
You
Gregory.
don't know anything about anything.
There's a lot of math here, and you guys lost me with that. Oh, quick. Hey, okay. So what this means...
Inside voices.
is that the future in ACW for us is bright. It's so bright that we're going to sit here by this pond for 3 days, and we're going to come up with a plan, and this plan, Greg, I think it's going to end in gold.
Gold. By the pond. In the pond. Around the pond. In the pond.
Come on now. I don't want to hear any.
All right, Nikki, here comes the working class of Bishop Baylor and Kryzak. And if you're not familiar with the story here, Bishop Baylor, a few months ago in the compound, the Juggulator, local wrestling icon to the
Ashland and beyond.
Ashland and beyond. He's been in King of the Death match. I've seen him fight at the ECW Arena in Philadelphia. He was debuting his new beer, the Curb Stomp beer from Aranimus Brew Co. down at the compound. Bishop Baylor shows up uninvited, unannounced.
And the longest reigning Regatta Pro Wrestling
And that was good beer, too. I don't even like beer, and it was delicious beer.
That's right, you were on the interview stand.
Yeah.
That was good beer. I got to try some of it, too. But, so Juggulator's there to debut his new beer, promotional appearance for his new beer. Here comes Bishop Baylor.
Sneaking into the compound.
Bashes Jugs upside the head with a beer bottle, busts him wide open. Yeah, so the Juggulator, he's been retired for some time, but guess what? He's back. He's looking to get a little payback on Bishop Baylor.
And he brought with him a wrestler that I knew from years ago.
Oh,
Trik
wow.
Nasty.
Trik Nasty. And the Juggulator, the Rydas. The Rydas are back, Nikki.
Fun fact, I never used to buy wrestling merchandise. The very first wrestling t-shirt that I ever bought was a Trik Nasty t-shirt.
You know what? I'm remembering that.
Yeah.
From the XMCW days.
Yeah.
From the XMCW days. Look, Trik and Jugs, the fans are happy to have him back. But a little more backstory to that. So basically, Bishop Baylor was. Oh, look at him. Okay, they're already started brawling. But Bishop Baylor, he trespassed that day. He was not invited, assaulted somebody on site. Oh, Jug just blasted him up against the ring post. Jug said, "Don't press no charges. I'm going to get a partner. He's going to get a partner. Let's throw down." Look at him. Suplex on the concrete from the Juggulator, Nikki. Baylor's regretting it now. Okay, what's Jug's doing? He's choking him. You know what? Dude deserves it. Bishop Baylor, in my opinion, he's a dirtbag. He deserves every bit of it. And here we got Trik, Nasty, and Kryzak on the other side brawling. But here comes Jugs blasting Kryzak's head. I'm fired up, Nikki. I want to see these guys get what they got coming to them. I want to see these guys get what they deserve. And Kryzak, this is his debut in Appalachian Championship Wrestling. So, but guess what? When you're running with people like that, you're guilty by association. When you run with people like Bishop Baylor, this is what I think you deserve. Is a good beating.
You're gonna stand beside him and come out there and curb
stomp, Nikki. Sorry, Jugs just curb stomped him right in the face.
I think we're having some issues with the feed.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of issues with the feed. It's all good though. We got a good old fashioned butt whooping going on inside the ring. It's Jugs. He's putting that boot to the throat of Kryzak, and we got Baylor against Trik. Oh, Baylor just blasted Trik's head up against that ring post. So you got caught him with that clothesline. Didn't get the whole thing, but enough to knock him down.
What?
Jug's a little rocked. I think the back of his head hit that ring a little bit, and then we got Kryzak getting on him, blast him upside the head. You know what though? Jugs, he's double tough. He can handle it, Nikki.
I'm gonna step aside for a minute and see if I can figure out what's going on.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of technical problems. It's Nikki's going. It might be that same goof as on camera last week, but who knows? Anyway, looks like our technical problems are over with for the time being. Hopefully those won't persist. But anyway, I'll tell you what I do hope persists is this beating that the Rydas are giving to the working class. Oh, did you see that chop? Then blast them. Trik Nasty, I'll tell you what. I haven't seen him for a while either. This is the best shape I've ever seen him in, and he's always been in tip-top shape.
I was going to say it's like he's reverse aged since he's been away from the scene for a minute.
You got nothing on us.
Oh, look at that. Blasting him down in the two knees and then into the mat. Kryzak kicking out the two, though. This guy's double tough. We've been following him on the independent circuit. Yeah. Oh, Baylor blasted. Okay, and these guys, pretty accomplished tag team, and using some of them dirty double team tactics on Trik, choking them, getting the ref distracted. Come on, guys. You know, there's my opinion. There ain't no place for this in pro wrestling. But obviously, these guys think different.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, Baylor back in the ring. Big chop to Trik. Big blow to Trik's skull.
Let me ask you what your issue is.
What's he got? Nikki, come on. He's got a chain. He just blasted him with that chain. And now look at it.
Acting like it didn't happen. At least own up to it. At least own up to it.
This dude is a borderline criminal. And one thing, he's a dirtbag. There's just no redeeming qualities to this guy.
Hey, you need to start paying attention. You need to understand what's going on.
And that mouth just never stops. And I've never heard one nice, positive thing ever come out of it.
got something here. I know what's going to work.
Oh, look at him handing off the foreign object. Oh, look, we got Kryzak. Kryzak's going. Big dive, but there's no water in the pool, Nikki. Trik moved out of the way. Trik moved out of the way.
That's one thing about these tactics that we're seeing out of these two. You know, you can't go up against veterans like Trik Nasty and the Juggulator and expect it to work.
Okay, we're having those technical problems are coming back. Let's bear with us here for just a moment. Okay, looks like our video's back on track. As Jugs blasted Baylor upside that ring post, and there he is. Oh, but what's going on inside the ring here? Oh, okay. Oh, we got Trik. He just got the big 3 count on Kryzak. We got a big win for the Rydas in their return to pro wrestling. The debut of the Rydas at Appalachian Championship Wrestling. That's awesome. That's just awesome. You know what, Bishop Baylor? That's what you get. That's what you get for sneaking up behind the Juggulator, bashing the head of the belt. Wow, come on, guys. This is just ridiculous. These guys are just ridiculous with this stuff.
They don't know when to just leave it alone. Sore losers.
Come on, guys. You got the Riders come out of retirement, get a big win. And here's the thing, Bishop Baylor, he grew up watching the Juggulator at the South Charleston Community Center at IWA East Coast. He grew up as a fan of look at him chasing off Jim. I'd like to see a fine or some kind of something with a fine suspension. Throw the book at these guys. Absolutely just ridiculous.
Our officials have had a hard enough time today dealing with the rain and the wetness on the ring. They don't need our competitors also disrespecting their authority.
We're taking everything we can get.
Taking over. Working class is taking over. We've been taking over since day one, and this proves we're killing legends one day at a time. Get out of my way.
Everything we can get, baby. Muscle and blood. Baylor! Not over! Payback's coming!
These two tag teams, ladies and gentlemen, in Appalachian Championship Wrestling. One more time, Trik Nasty and the Juggulator. The Rydas back in action. Over GenZ, here is Brandon Lee.
All right, Nikki, we got Brandon Lee from England making his Appalachian Championship Wrestling debut. And he's wearing a little bit different ring attire than normal. He's going with the theme of this show, and he's showing up Surfing USA. He's ready for a little water today.
Ready to ride the waves that may or may not still be in the ring after that torrential rain.
And he's hoping to ride the waves to victory in this Super 8 scramble match. Champion Marino Tenaglia defending. Here comes the next competitor, Hardway Halloway. This guy is a beast. He's going places in pro wrestling, Nikki.
And a fan favorite here at Appalachian Championship Wrestling.
Oh, how can you not love this guy? One of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet. You know, of course, you don't make him mad. That's common sense when it's a big old boy like this. Don't make some big old boy like this mad. He's smiling. Don't do nothing to change that because you might not like where it's going.
Gentle giant with the fans, but once he gets into the ring, it's a completely different story.
Hardway Halloway getting some love from the Appalachian Championship Wrestling fans. I always love it when see this guy on the card. And he's going in a scramble against Marino Tenaglia, the defending Super H champion. These guys, friends sometimes, sometimes not. Here comes Eric Taylor, returning to Appalachian Championship Wrestling.
Dark cloud covering us again in the form of Eric Taylor.
You made me come here. You made me come here? This is crazy. Oh, we couldn't see it with your shirt. Put your phone away. The number 3 is stupid. How about that? The number 3 is stupid. Show us your hat. Show us your hat. Show us your shirt. Your shirt. Everyone here looks stupid.
Eric Taylor not making any new fans today in Kentucky.
I guess we also look stupid, so.
Kentucky is the 50th best state in the country. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Because I suck. That doesn't make any sense. Sit down.
Get him, kid.
I mean, I'd like to check his sources on that. By what parameters did he determine that Kentucky is the 50th?
Put your phone away. Pay for it if you want it. Your finger's stupid. Your hat's stupid. Cowboys are stupid. Your hat's stupid.
Goodness.
Stay sitting.
Definitely healing on the crowd today. Eric Taylor.
Our fans unfazed, though.
Trashy AF. I'm sure you're real proud of that. My future is too bright for you, pal. Stay sitting. Stay sitting. Oh, come do something. I'm so scared.
And keeping with the theme, Baywatch t-shirt, if you noticed that, Nikki. Okay, here comes Appalachian Championship Wrestling fan favorite.
What's up, Ashland?
Bruce Gray. He's hoping to apply that DDT today.
And I'm a home wrecker.
Apply that DDT today, get a win that Super H title. What a feather in the cap of Bruce that will be. Big fan favorite. You never know quite what to expect with Bruce's ring entrance.
Yeah, if there's any small children watching, you might want to send them out of the room.
Please. We try to keep this as family friendly as possible, but when Bruce is out there, we may kind of go over the line from time to time. Oh, there's some fans.
And it's not just Bruce. I think the ladies condone this.
Yes, this definitely seems consensual. Bruce get a little. No, Bruce get a little sugar. Oh goodness!
The fans came for a wrestling show, but they're getting a bonus show.
I don't know, Nikki. This may or may not end up in the final edit of this video.
Right.
It may be deemed too racy.
Might have to put a box. Have Becky put a box over
some of the shenanigans.
Some of these.
Yes,
things.
let's not go into any deeper explanation. Shenanigans, and we'll leave it at that. I'll tell you what, though, Bruce, he's a favorite of the ladies, but all the kids and guys like him, too. Big fan favorite. Making a couple extra dollars on his way to the ring.
He likes them thick, he said.
Oh,
alrighty.
And that T-shirt, we won't go into any detail about that, but I've seen quite a few of those around. That seems to be a pretty popular item at the merchandise stand currently. A couple of people from my work came
tonight.
To the last show.
Oh, okay.
And or actually show before last. ACW runs so many shows you lose track, especially during the summer of ACW. But Carrie from my work, here comes Marino Tenaglia, defending Super H champion. Carrie from my work got one of those new Bruce shirts.
Oh no.
And it's a very popular item. It's a very popular item. Marino Tenaglia. He's back in ACW defending that Super H title. He's high-fiving everybody. This guy is a definition of a fan favorite. Always makes time for the fans. One of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet, but also one of the toughest competitors. Wait a minute! Oh, come on, Hardway. Okay, I don't know if that's a sign of things to come in this match. Hardway kind of maybe pulled one on Marino there a little bit.
Gotta have a little levity to a situation, and Hardway Halloway is here to bring it for us.
Well, and Hardway and Marino, they are friends. They have trained together. But here's the deal. This belt's on the line. The Super H belt's on the line. Marino's had it for about a year and a half now. I was checking, there's at least 15 defenses in a year and a half. That's a pretty stellar run. But once this bell rings, they're going to find out who the better man is. See, mutual show respect. And that's the way I like it. You know, you can respect each other, shake your hands, find out who the better man is.
Bruce Gray's not shaking hands.
He's shaking his rear end, which is par for the course for Bruce Gray. I mean, are you surprised? Okay.
Show what you got, baby.
Okay, Brandon Lee's starting to feel it. Brandon Lee's feeling it.
All right. Channeling it.
Is that the floss? Is that called the floss?
Flossing.
Okay.
Your nephew is excellent at flossing. I've never seen a better flosser.
Oh, I think he created the floss.
Yeah.
If you asked him. Get these fans into it. Okay, Eric Taylor, not into it. Eric Taylor in a bad mood, as usual.
I get to wear the glasses. All right.
Okay, request to wear Marino's glasses.
He has his own glasses. All right.
Make sure I got those back. Oh, come on. That's what it was. This guy. We've seen him before in Appalachian Championship Wrestling. This is his first appearance in the Kentucky area, but I think he let his feelings known, about how he feels about the fans on his way to the ring. But guess what? Looks like maybe he's getting his just desserts right now. Just kind of discarded him outside of the ring.
And I don't think that there's going to be a friendly reception out there.
There's not going to be much sympathy for Eric after the way that he was talking to everybody a minute ago. That's for sure. Okay, we're going for a 4-way test of strength. Halloway is so strong that Bruce is having to use both of his hands. But this Halloway, he is just an absolute beast, a monster, all that stuff. Oh, combo
to the spleen.
I think he got the spleen, the kidney, and whatever other organs are in there. I don't know. I did not make a good grade in that class.
Gallbladder.
Gallbladder.
I don't know. Appendix.
Maybe that's what I was trying to spit out. Okay, Marino. Brandon Lee going after Marino, but Marino with a big kick to the guts. We got on the other side of the ring. What do we got over here? Halloway and Bruce going at it. Oh, blasting Bruce into that unforgiving steel ring post. Bruce feeling that, Nick.
Police has her hands full with this one.
Oh, where do you even start with all this?
I don't envy her.
And on top of everything else, the action is spilled outside the ring. What has he got there?
Water?
Chug. A fan screamed for him to chug. And Brandon happily obliges. And I don't know if that was a bottle of Mountain Dew or something because
He's all jacked up.
He's all jacked up. Okay. Oh, there you go, Eric. All those guys that he was trash talking to.
His kids are relentless. My God.
Look, but none of them want. All of them like Hardway. All of them like Hardway. Maybe it's because he treats the fans with respect. Oh, look at this little feller. Look at this little. Oh, man. That's probably the first guy he ever hit.
Probably not the last, though. I could see where that would motivate you to do it again.
Oh, Marino. He just hurt his hand. Brandon Lee moved out of the way. Marino chopping that steel ring post. Oh, and now they're raking at the chest. Oh, Bruce raking Halloway's back. This thing's breaking down, Nick. He's out of control. Here they go. To the lemonade stand. To the blasted Eric Taylor upside that lemonade stand. Look. Oh, we got some Bruce with some Bruce foo. Oh, wait. Oh, they're out. They're out.
They're going to the jump. They're going to the jump.
The action has spilled into the park, Nikki. This thing is, look, Talise just, she's beside herself. You got 5 different dudes in this going in basically 5 different directions. They're fighting up towards the
bouncy house.
What's Brandon legal to do here? Oh, try to get him for suplex. Taylor blocked it. Was that an eye poke? I wouldn't put it past him. Oh, I mean, this guy's, he's been very successful in wrestling. But, you know, he believes in taking a shortcut here and there. He'll do whatever he has to get that W. And he also, he enjoys jawing with the fans. He likes antagonizing them. Okay, this thing, okay, he just got kicked out of the bouncy house.
You have to wonder if Brandon Lee really expected this when he came to the United States for some wrestling, if he really expected to be in Central Park in Ashland, Kentucky in a jump.
Oh, look, blasted him up against that tree. Yeah, like, luckily there is video evidence of this, right? Because I don't think, when he goes back to England to tell this story, if there wasn't evidence, I don't know if anybody would believe him. Oh, Halloway.
Probably hurts more when you know it's coming.
Oh, that big old boy hits you. It's going to hurt if you know it's coming. Or if you don't know it's coming, it's going to hurt regardless. Uh-oh. That's like borderline illegal in most states.
That was a prolonged titty twister.
Okay, we might need to beep that out too, Nikki.
You're going to have to add that to the rule book that you're not allowed to titty twist over 10 seconds.
I don't know if that... Oh, look at that blow to the abdominals from that kid. That was a punch. That wasn't even a chop. That was a punch. Eric Taylor's in tip-top physical condition. I'm sure he planks daily. But, oh, here comes this guy again. He's just cleaning house, that little feller.
Bruce Gray handing out another eye poke.
Marino with a dive, taking out Brandon Lee. These fans are loving it. I'm loving it. I'm getting pumped. I'm getting fired up. We still got 2 big matches after this one. It's been a spectacular day. The rain is cleared up. I'm drying up a little bit. Look at this. He's got him by the nose.
Is Bruce stealing his nose?
Oh, he about removed his nose from his face. But then guess what? Oh, goodness.
We got 2 guys with no nose now.
Hey, if you dish it out, you better be able to take it. But Bruce Gray, he's double tough. He can take it. Okay, Marino and Eric Taylor in the ring. Whipping reversal. Oh, Marino just blasted into that corner. You got Halloway up behind Taylor. Now let's keep. Marino does not have to be pinned to lose the title in this match. Marino does not have to be pinned to lose the title in this match. Sudden death elimination rules. So let's say, for example, if Bruce pins Brandon Lee, you got a new champion, and Marino's just out of luck. But that's one of the things that makes these scrambles so unpredictable and exciting. Oh, look at this. We got a quadruple stunner. We got a quadruple stunner. Them guys are flopping out of the ring. Super kick to Eric Taylor. Super kick. He's down, Nikki. Oh, wow. We got a big 3 count. Marino Tenaglia pinning Eric Taylor with that super kick and retaining the Super H title.
I'm a tag team guy.
And you do pretty good wherever you decide to apply your skills, Bruce. But yes, part of a great tag team, but he's also part of a great, he's a great singles competitor. You can throw him in a scramble. You can do anything with this guy. But Marino Tenaglia, still the Super H champion. Impressive win. Impressive win for Marino. But also an impressive debut from Brandon Lee. Great seeing Eric Taylor back in here, in some ways.
Right. I don't think we're going to be hearing a "please come back" chant out of the Kentuckians after he has insulted every single one of them individually.
But you will for that guy. You will for Hardway, Halloway.
The greatest Super H champion of all time. Yeah.
Ooh. I think there may be a little call out there from Hardway's wanting a one-on-one shot against Marino. And these guys are buddies. But like we were saying earlier, these guys, they're sportsmen. They want to know who the better man is.
Let's go.
Marino making his rounds, giving his props to the fans. They love this guy. I'm a big fan. I know you are. How can you not be a big fan of this guy?
Right.
Absolutely amazing competitor. The winner is still Super H champion, Marino Tenaglia.
All right, we're here at Friday Night Fights, and Hardway Halloway just finished up a match going for the Super H Championship. What happened?
You know, I got the opportunity to step in the ring with the greatest Super H champion of all time, Marino T. And going into the match, I was still trying to figure out what the H meant. But being in the ring with the greatest Super H champion, Marino, I learned what the H meant. And that H means heart. Because no one has more heart than the greatest Super H champion of all time, Marino Tenaglia. And coming up, I'm going to be at the Putnam County Fair. And I'm going after the greatest Super H champion of all time, Marino T. Because I might not be the greatest champion they've ever seen, but I'm going to be the next champion they're going to see.
Now I'm joined by Marino Tenaglia, the Super H champion. You kept the belt tonight, but I just finished speaking to Hardway Halloway. He says he's coming for you.
You know what? Sam Hardway Halloway, is that what the H is going to stand for? When Sam Hardway Halloway comes for the Super H championship? You know, tonight, 5 other guys stepped in there with me. 4, 5, 6, 7, doesn't matter. But you can stack them up and they still aren't as tall and as bad as Sam Hardway Halloway. But at the Putnam County Fair, one thing's gonna matter, and that H standing for heart. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how tall you are.
There he is.
It doesn't.
The guy that I've been looking for.
Yeah?
The greatest Super H champion of all time, Marino Tenaglia.
Uh-huh.
You had your way tonight. And I have full respect. I learned what the H stands for. And that stands for heart. And that's something you got. So at the Putnam County Fair, it's just going to be me and you. And you're going to learn exactly what I bring to the ring.
Okay. Well, I hope I see some of your heart. The heart that's on the correct side of the chest, all right? I want to see it pumping. Because you don't deserve the Super H championship if you don't have heart.
I got heart.
So I hope I see it.
I'll see you there, partner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah. No. Yeah. See you there. Yeah.
All right, Nikki, this next match, we got Ron Mathis. Look at him getting the kids fired up. Pure trash, Ron Mathis. He's going to be challenging Caleb Konley for the Bluegrass title. Ron Mathis, huge fan favorite. Caleb Konley, not a huge fan favorite. Probably one of the most hated men in Appalachian Championship Wrestling, Caleb Konley. But one of the best wrestlers. And Ron Mathis, one of the best wrestlers. I have been super excited to see this one. This is going to be a war. And Ron Mathis, he's tasted tag team gold. Him and Bruce Gray, former Appalachian Championship Wrestling tag team champions. But has yet to win singles gold in ACW. And I know that from talking to him, that's a goal of his. Looking at him, kissing babies, high-fiving everybody. I'd vote for this guy.
Yeah.
I wish Pure Trash Ron Mathis was running for office. I would go out and vote for this guy.
I'll have to do a little research, but I think he might be mayor of the trailer park.
He very well may be. That's an unofficial position, though, I think.
Right here. This what you came to see. Especially you.
Caleb Konley, the Bluegrass heavyweight champion. He is doing his usual of disrespecting the fans. And here's the deal. The fans of pro wrestling, there wouldn't be no pro wrestling if it wasn't for the fans. If they wouldn't pay their hard-earned money to come to these shows, if they wouldn't come out and show their support, there would be no pro wrestling. But the Caleb Konleys of the world, they don't take that into consideration.
They don't appreciate.
It's all about him. And now that he's got this belt that he's been defending, his attitude has gotten even worse, which I didn't think was possible. I know we're all hoping Trash is going to do it. And I'm supposed to be impartial. I shouldn't. Sometimes things slip, Nikki. I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best to remain impartial.
Saw you almost fall and bust out ass.
But this guy, he makes it hard. He makes it hard to remain impartial.
Get him back. We're just going to keep on walking around this ring.
Oh, goodness. He's trying to get under the skin of Mathis. That's obvious. But Ron, he's been around enough. I don't think he's going to fall for it. There's going to be literally no one clapping for you, Caleb. Give up, man. They've seen you before. He's the Bluegrass champion. He's wrestled pretty frequently in the Kentucky area. Yeah,
I believe that was a boo.
I think that was a boo. I heard it.
I won this. What you win?
Literally,
nothing.
no claps, no cheers.
Nothing. You won nothing. That's right. You are trash.
I think he's thinking that trash is an insult, but it's not. It's not. Right here in this arena, trash is a compliment. Now that is not a compliment.
That is absolutely not a compliment. There's no room for interpretation on that one. Here's the deal. Ron Mathis, Pure Trash Ron Mathis, he wears that badge of trash with pride.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he represents.
It's absolutely not an insult. Oh my.
Uh-oh.
We're never gonna.
What I'm not going to do is listen to all of you inbreds say that I suck. What I'm not going to do is wrestle this hillbilly with half a haircut who doesn't deserve a chance at my title.
I like Ron's hair.
But what I am going to do is to continue to be the champion of this whole godforsaken town. This is not you, not you, not you, not you, not anyone in this whole area, in this whole fair, in this whole town, in this whole terrible state of Kentucky can do a damn thing about Caleb Konley.
Oh, you think? There may be somebody.
I don't want to hear your dumb tie-dye shirt. You got your dumb flower. Hey, hold your horses. I got more things to say. You never run crap. Your beard's ugly. You got a dumb hat. Stop touching me. Who else? Who else wants to smoke? I suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. What?
Bam! Okay, all right. I like it. And I know I said I was going to be impartial, but it's hard. It's hard with this guy.
I don't know about you, but I don't think I suck. I don't think any of you suck. I think Caleb sucks.
It seems like everyone is in agreement.
Ron Mathis uniting the fans here in Kentucky in one sentiment that is shared by all.
There's some things everyone can agree on.
Who's having a good time?
I don't think Caleb's having a good time.
You gotta get this in the ring, guys.
Oh, Mathis going to town on Caleb. Going to town. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, Nikki. He basically beat on. Oh, second win. Second win. Mathis got a second win. Much to the delight of the fans and the commentary duo.
Yeah.
You're doing a better job of staying impartial than me, Nikki, but I know deep down who you're rooting for in this match.
We could say 2 decades of training taught me to try to keep my opinions to myself.
What Mathis, he's beating him with a balloon. He's beating him with a. This show has been out of control from the ring setup. Look, the blast. He's just going to go around the ring with that. It seems like some kind of medieval torture. That if it was being done to anybody else, I would not approve of.
Right.
Okay, Caleb rolling back in the ring. You know, and we like to see winners and losers in Appalachian Championship Wrestling. The referee may be being a little lenient on the counting the competitors out of the ring. Oh, Mathis off the top of the flying crossbody. Referee Jim. Oh, just about a 3 count. That was close. Close to having a new Bluegrass Tag Champ. But yeah, you know, you got these title matches like this. James Lawrence, he knows that the fans want to see a winner in this match. He knows that the fans would like to see a new champion in this match. And Caleb, he doesn't mind keeping it outside the ring. He knows if he gets counted out, he retains the title. The last time the fans in Kentucky saw Caleb, he retained the title by blasting Hardway Halloway with a belt and escaping that way. This is Caleb's 4th defense of this title. And in each one, he has just somehow escaped by nook or by crook. It's like, it's just amazing. This guy is like just so elusive, so evasive, and he just knows the gray areas in the rule book to where he can go to help him retain. What was that? Was that a foreign object, Nikki? That had to be something. You don't see Mathis go like down like that too often. I'm thinking it must have been a foreign object. But
nothing would shock me that my contacts are a little cloudy. I got rained on quite a bit.
Okay, Caleb's got the advantage, choking Mathis on the second rope. Jawing with the ref, jawing with the fans, just making a nuisance. Oh, Mathis! You know, he was too busy but Caleb, he was busy jawing with the fans, jawing with the ref. He about let Mathis sneak up behind him and beat him.
Looked like Mathis slipped a little bit on the ring also. Maybe still a little wet.
Oh, brutal chop. Brutal chop, Nikki. Oh, but here comes Ron. Here comes Ron just blasting Caleb. Whooping him into the ropes. Caleb with a reversal. Oh, Mathis takes the brunt of that impact right on his chest. You're not going to pin Ron Mathis like that, please. I don't care if you beat him with a sledgehammer. There's just no quitting this guy. There's no way you're going to pin Ron Mathis like that. Oh, big double strike to the throat. Picking Mathis up for a slam. Oh, but he's got him tied up at the ropes in the corner. And applying a boot to the throat. Using Mathis in a prone position. Caleb still.
All the blood going to his head.
Oh, look at that. Slide. Like a sliding drop kick. Right into Mathis's face. Ron's hurting right now. There you go, but he ain't never going to give up. You're going to have to basically render this man unconscious or dead to keep his shoulders on the mat for 3 seconds. That's just his makeup. That's just how he's built. Caleb coming up behind Ron. He's got him in a sleeper, Nikki. He's got him in a sleeper.
I don't know if I'd say he's going out.
If I was Jim, I'd check to see where that arm was. I wouldn't be surprised if Caleb would try to slide a choke in there. Jim's checking it out. It must be legit. I'd continue to keep a close eye on that. He's
out.
No.
No.
Come on, Ronnie. That's 1.
You know what?
2.
If this is over, Mathis is... Oh, wait a minute. He's not done. He's not done, Nikki. Ron Mathis, he's still alive. He's still kicking. He's still clawing, scrapping, scratching. He'll do whatever. He's wanting to win his Bluegrass title. He's got Caleb in a sleeper. He's got Caleb in a sleeper now. Cranking it on Caleb. He's trying to get loose. Mathis has him right in the middle of the ring, though. Big clothesline by Mathis. Big clothesline. Another one. Caleb's rocked. He's seeing stars. Mathis got him up for just blasted him down into the ring. Hooking that leg. Oh, so close. So close. Sorry, I'm getting fired up over here, Nick.
Yeah, you're shaking the announcing table.
I get fired up at these things.
Our fans are fired up too.
He's going for that pile driver. When he puts that pile driver on top, Caleb squirmed out of it, knee to the back. Mathis goes flying out of the ring. Down but not out, Ron Mathis. He's crawling back in there. We got We got a sunset flip for Mathis. Caleb's holding on to them ropes. Jim just kicked him out. You know what? And that's what, if you're going to run your mouth, you know, that's karma right there. That's a dose of karma right there, Nikki.
Rules are rules.
Hold on. He's got that belt. He's got the belt. He's got that belt. Watch out. Oh, okay, he blasted Mathis upside the head with that Bluegrass belt. And now he's rolling him up. Come on. You got your winner.
Air quotes. Winner.
The Bluegrass Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Konley.
Caleb Konley retains against pure trash Ron Mathis. That was...
We're going to have to get security in here to escort Caleb out because these kids are outraged.
I don't think he deserves any security. He made his own bed. Let him lie in it.
He might want to check his tires on the way out.
Those guys don't like him either.
There's two things everyone here knows. Number one, if you just hit me in the head with that championship to steal that victory. Am I right? There ain't nothing we can do to change that. You win, I lose. You know another fact we can't change, and I want everyone to remind him of this fact as loud as you can. Caleb sucks. Caleb sucks. Caleb sucks.
Caleb sucks.
Gotta be impartial.
Oh, sorry. Was that picking up?
Caleb sucks. Caleb sucks. Caleb sucks.
Bring the mic over here, Ron. Nikki, are you going to get one in?
No, I don't think I will.
Caleb sucks.
Everybody in agreement. Caleb sucks. Ron Mathis rules.
Nikki Walters here with Ron Mathis after Friday night fights. Caleb Konley didn't necessarily take the most sportsmanlike approach tonight.
You know, that's one way of putting it. Another way of putting it is that I showed up in the great state of Kentucky. It's pouring rain. I go out, I fight in the rain, I fight hard. I'm slipping, I'm sliding, I'm still fighting. Gets down to the end. Instead of him being able to pin me 1, 2, 3, what's he got to do? He's got to hit me in the head with that big gold belt and steal the win. That's no champion as far as I'm concerned. But that's fine. That's fine. Because even though I'm trash, he's a piece of crap. But I'm going to move on. I'm going to have my next match. I'm going to try to win. And I'm going to prove to him. I'm going to prove to everyone else. I'm going to prove to ACW. I'll even prove it to you, even though I think you believe it. I think you know. I think you know the fact that I don't just talk trash, baby. I am trash. I didn't mean baby like that. I'm not trying to.
Franchise players in the house. The franchise has sent us down here to Ashland, Kentucky to take care of business. Enzo, I mean, you got some history. Cowpoke, I ain't forgot about you. Nick, Riddick, Betty D, time to take care of business. Players time.
All right, Nikki, here comes the franchise players. Represented by Nick Hamrick and Chris Canaan in this tag team match. And we got outside the ring, we got Riddick, Betty D, and A. Dick Vickers.
Outside the ring, we got lots of hot air.
Yeah. So their opponents in this main event, you got Enzo Amore, wrestling superstar, been all over the place, and Cowpoke Paul, up and coming wrestling superstar. And Cowpoke Paul, Chris Canaan, no strangers to each other. They Cowpoke defeated Canaan for that international title a few shows back, has been defending it. Canaan ain't forgot about that. Canaan was not happy about that. And he's looking for a rematch for the international title. And
Right there.
Nick Hamrick always causing problems, no matter what he's doing. He likes beating people up.
Bada boom, realest guy in the room. How you doing? I'm a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Cowpoke Paul. And let me tell you something. This guy is the future of pro wrestling. Pro wrestling's cash cow. And tonight, we're going to milk the teat. That's right, milk the teat. This guy is whole milk, all right, boy? And that group that's out there tonight, Nick, Riddick, Dick, who's the other? Somebody slick, some prick. I don't know. Bottom line, Canaan, you're going to get something shoved in you today, all right? It's a Jordan. I'm breaking a foot off in your ass. How you doing? ACW, bada boom, realest guys in the room.
ACW enters the PG-13 era.
Right.
With that promo from Enzo Amore. You know what? This dude, he gets fired up. I get it. I get fired up too. Sometimes some stuff comes out of my mouth that isn't appropriate at times. And I want to try to remain impartial for this one, but we'll see how long that lasts. Enzo Amore gets some major love from his fans.
Let's go, Enzo. What's that microphone at?
He was all over NXT. He was all over WWE. He's been all over the world doing his thing.
Speaking of doing his thing, got something to say to us.
Oh, yeah. He's usually got plenty to say. Oh, the mic. Come on, Adam. If anybody can fix that mic, it's Adam Harris.
We're having some issues because of the rain.
Adam's got that thing working.
Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here is his Cowpoke Paul. And he is the future of pro wrestling, people. He is the cash cow of the future of pro wrestling. We are going to milk the teat of pro wrestling's cash cow tonight. That's right. Because Nick, Riddick, Dick, Kayne, and Ugly Betty. There's only one word to describe you, and we're going to spell it out for you. S-A-W.
Oh. Canaan and Hamrick taking offense to being called soft.
Hey, ref!
Okay, apparently Cowpoke, the legal man, Enzo in the apron, but that was a little shady how that went down. They attacked Cowpoke Paul, put the double team on him. Now they've got him in the corner. Tally's doing her best to maintain order, but we've talked about it. With this crew, there's literally 5 of them. How can you maintain order with all this going on? You got Shane Douglas orchestrating this whole debacle.
And Shane Douglas not super happy about Chris Canaan losing that international title.
Oh, absolutely not. And Chris Canaan and Shane Douglas have been a wildly successful tag team in Appalachian Championship Wrestling. Franchise players, stranglehold on the tag team title scene, holding the ACW tag titles, the Bluegrass tag titles, the ACW 6-man tag titles. unfortunately, this today is a non-title match. Was originally scheduled to be a 6-man title defense, with Shane Douglas teaming with Nick and Canaan against Enzo, Cowpoke, and Bruce. However, Shane Douglas, he had some kind of, we got a call earlier, had some kind of vehicle transportation issues, a vehicle malfunction. And so ACW management was like, hey, okay, Nick blasting Cowpoke. We're like, okay, so how about, we're in Kentucky, put the Bluegrass titles in line. Have Hamrick and Canaan defend the Bluegrass titles. You got the franchise rules. We all know they use that to their advantage all the time, where any members of the faction can defend those titles. And guess what? We got a call from Shane's lawyer. We got a call from Shane's lawyer saying there would be no titles on the line, and it's just insane the amount jumping through loopholes, getting the lawyer involved, all that stuff. They maintained a stranglehold on these titles, but when Cowpoke beat Canaan, that showed maybe a chink in the armor of the franchise players.
Now Chris Canaan comes to the ring with a bit of a chip on his shoulder related to Cowpoke Paul, and maybe a second chip from Shane Douglas being displeased about that wheelbarrow of belts getting a little bit lighter.
Canaan, former 2-time international champion, former heavyweight champion. Here's a little tidbit. Shane Douglas defeated Chris Canaan in 2020 for the heavyweight title. I always kind of wondered if maybe there was a little residual animosity there because of that.
Maybe if you cheer, he'll actually get attacked.
Nick Hamrick fits right in with this crew. Oh, blasting Cowpoke.
Hey, come on, Cal!
But yeah, we got a call from Shane Douglas's lawyer. Said there will be no titles on the line. This is a non-title match. You're going to have these guys wrestling in Kentucky, the Bluegrass tag titles, and they're not even going to put the titles on the line because of the lawyer. We can't even say the lawyer's name for fear of litigation. What? Cowpoke with a tag. Enzo, clothesline and Canaan, clothesline and Hamrick, blasting. He is on a roll. Look at this, Dickie.
Cleaning house.
Enzo Amore. He's been just dying to get in there. These guys running their mouths. DDT from Enzo. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, big, giant kick. Canaan goes rolling. Hamrick, he's set up in the corner. What's Enzo got in store, Nikki? Boom! That about knocked his head off of his shoulders. Enzo going off the ropes. Oh, yeah. Oh, big leg drop. Look at that leg. Oh, Canaan breaking it up. Enzo ain't having none of it. Enzo is on a roll, Nikki. Oh, that might have broke Hamrick's jaw. 3 count. We got Enzo and Cowpoke Paul. We got a big win for Enzo and Cowpoke Paul, beating the franchise players. Unfortunately, as a non-title match, they retain the tag titles. But Enzo and Cowpoke Paul with a big victory, the main event of First Friday Fights 2024, Dickie. That was a lot of fun.
Thanks to everybody for braving the weather and coming out for this show. I'm sure that you're glad that you did. No more rain after the first bell.
Love the fans coming out and enjoying, making noise with us. Love you guys at home tuning in, checking us out. Keep checking us out. We'll keep doing what we're doing. We'll see you guys next time. It's Mike Kelly
and Nikki Walters.
Once in a lifetime meet and greet opportunity at ringside with the one and only certified G, Enzo Amore. He's in the house here in Ashland tonight, and he's lining up for a special meet and greet.
Thank you, kiddo. Good job. Thank you. Good job.
You missed the knee.
Nobody better get her away.
Let him fight.
AC-Dub! 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 AC-Dub!